current $7.25 an hour federal minimum wage is a starvation wage.
I hope and believe that in the next month, the United States House of Representatives will pass a $15 an hour minimum wage.
Bernie Sanders, a staunch supporter of a $15 minimum wage, now under fire from some staffers who say he doesn't even pay that much. A new report shows his unionized workers complaining because of what they call a, quote, poverty wage. Here to react, former Director of Social Justice for the 2016 Bernie Sanders campaign, Teslin Figueroa. Teslin, you have to give Bernie Sanders credit for being the first to unionize, but it seems now he has a problem.
Yeah, I do give him credit for being the first to unionize. And guess what? When you unionize, you actually have to be held accountable by the union. And it's all fun and games to say, you know, we want to pay everybody $15 an hour until you have to actually figure out how to pay people $15 an hour. You know, I support a higher wage for sure. But these employees, I want to dispel this myth right now. You know, these employees that went to the post that turned over their emails did this because obviously they felt they weren't being heard. You know, it is very hypocritical to feel, you know, you watch your presidential candidate give great speeches about how they'll take care of America, and then you feel like you're not taken care of. This has happened several times within this movement, that people have felt the need to go outside of their management to run to the media in order to get some help. And I think, you know, that's what's being missed in this story. They keep saying, oh, this is the establishment, they're all out to get Bernie. But let's talk about why these staffers even felt the need, you know, to even have this conversation in the public. Sanders said the campaign will limit the number of hours staffers work to 42 or 43 each week to ensure they're making the equivalent of $15 an hour. Teslin, you're a veteran of campaigns. This is difficult. Can they achieve that? Probably not. You know, when you're talking about campaigns, long hours, they expect more, they expect you to do more. But again, when you say you want to pay people $15 an hour, people expect to be paid for every hour that they work. You know, so it was great to come out and do a big media rollout. Oh, yeah, we're the union, we're taking care of everybody. But then asking people to work 60 or 70 hours a week, the math just doesn't add up. And then let's also talk about people who make more than $36,000 a year, who don't get the health care benefits. Either you're going to do Medicare for all, that means all salaries, or you're not. And that's what's being missed in this whole conversation about health care and $15 an hour. Teslin, thanks for being here. We'll see where it goes. Sanders is paying more than $15 an hour, but not as much as the campaign staffers want. Thanks for being here today. Thank you.
Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib, we've heard $15 minimum wage. Now she's saying, how about $20 an hour? One of my best friends owns some restaurants down in Florida, and I wrote her and I said, what do you think about this? Would you be able to survive? She said, quote, that would kill us. I don't know that we could survive having to pay that. Actually, I'm quite sure we wouldn't. Then they would not have any jobs.
Yes. Some jobs, some wages go up for, you know, some set number of millions of workers, but we also lose millions of jobs because a lot of these businesses, small businesses, can't afford it. Look, here's the Kudlow remedy for minimum wage. We are growing across the board. Unemployment is down. Wages are up. Consumers are booming. It's across the board. Every conceivable subgroup. African Americans, Hispanic, Asians, and so forth, less educated, less skilled, are doing the best.
And then wages go up naturally.
So we can have an unlimited minimum wage through private sector prosperity. You look at some of these big companies, you know, Walmart.
Hey, Larry, you know what it's
others,
like to be against a hard break, right?
I'm going to give you a hard break. I'm going to say $15 to $20 minimum wage because of private sector prosperity. That is the best way to do it, and that's where we're going.
Thanks, Larry.